Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. It's not time. We're going to give some time for you guys to come in. We hope that you guys can see us on all the different platforms. We are excited. Today is Saturday, and it's our time for Saturday Night Live, and we are going to have some fun tonight. So we're going to give you guys a little bit of time to come on. I would invite people. But this is a little bit different than the regular platform that we normally use. But we can kind of see you guys when you guys come in. We hope that you guys, Gil is checking us out, making sure everything is good. So I hope that you guys will come on here and join us. And so we can kind of hang out. It's our time. We have a few minutes. It's like 7:56. And so we're going to do a little bit countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think you're still a little early because it's still like 4 minutes.
We still got 4 minutes.
4 minutes before 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so we'll wait and just give everybody time to get on here. But we're excited you guys are going to come on. We're going to hang out. We're going to spend about 30 minutes together. And we are going to talk about some good stuff.
And the good part about this is because we're in this new normal as everybody has come to have made adjustments in their lives with how we're all at home now and online and doing all the different things between working online, and you probably done watched everything you possibly could watch on Netflix and and all the other streaming services and all that kind of stuff. So this is just a little bit of time that we thought about coming together just to say to our couples in our community and people who are just interested in this marriage thing to come together and just talk a little bit, and we can share a little bit of the things that we've been working on and some of the things we've been talking about on the podcast, which is what we kind of do with this is we kind of go backwards in time, because if you listen to the episode of our podcast, Rich Relationships with Gil&Renèe, you know, we are actually talking about this week is we're talking about lie to me more. And we're going to break that down during this 30 minutes, and we're going to give people a chance to come on and talk a little bit. If you want, you can actually hit in the chat box. We should be able to see that as well.
And please share, invite, let everybody know we're here. Let's get together so we can just spend this time. We're going to be doing this every Saturday night through the whole month of September. And we have some good news. We'll share that when we get more people on. But we're going to, exactly at 8 o'clock, we are actually going to pray. And we're going to get started. And we're excited about just being able to have a way to get together, to connect, to hang out, and just to see what you guys are doing. Let's see if you see everybody in here in the chat. So where is the chat? I can see that Angela is on here. Hey, Angela, we can see you. Just please share. You guys, we want to connect with you all. Please feel free to invite your friends and your family. We're gonna just send you guys out a little message. We're gonna pray. So we got some people that are on here, and we're glad you're on here with us. Thanks for being on here. You guys are feel free to leave your information, talk in the chat. But we want to just go ahead and get started in prayer.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can jump it off.
We're gonna start on.
Heavenly Father, we just thank you for every single person that comes on this live stream just to come together and to work on their own individual relationships and the relationships with themselves, Lord. We thank you for this time of this refuge. We thank you for the messages that we just sent out in your name, that we would just help people get better in their relationships. Use us as instruments, Lord. Let all the cares and concerns of the day just fall by the wayside for just a brief moment in time where we can just have some fun, learn some things that we can apply to our relationships, that we can all get a little bit better today than we were yesterday. We thank you, we honor you, we glorify you. Be in our midst. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. I want to make sure we can see.
Chat.
There's the chat. There's the chat.
We got a new platform, so we are streaming probably on multiple platforms, right?
Yes, we are. We're on a bunch of them.
So we're actually streaming on multiple platforms. And so that is Renee McCrae, it seems like.
Yeah,
so we are actually chat. So we may be looking at the chat just so we don't miss anyone while we're talking about this. So we are actually going to be talking this week. We're going to actually just, if you joined us last week, we actually gave away some stuff. Everybody likes giveaways.
Yes, and we're going to do that again every single time.
So we're going to be giving away this week?
we're going to be giving away some goodies. We're going to be giving away, this week we have a clear cup. We're going to be giving away.
That's a nice little water bottle.
Yes, water. It says, I am more than enough. We all need to be reminded that we are more than enough in Christ Jesus. We're going to do that. We have a purple cup that says, I am more than enough. It's a really nice way to just drink water. You put smoothies. Gil makes salad dressing in these cups too. So there's lots of different purposes. And then we also have the Rich Relationship Refuge. You can put this on your car. We have it on our computer. You can put it on different things. Have that. We have 2 of those. We have the book, Tragedy to Majesty. This is the pandemic version. If you already got this book, you probably don't have this version. This is the new version of it. We're going to give this away.
What book was that you actually, what number was that one?
This is...
Number 3 or number 2?
Number 4.
Number 4, okay.
Yeah. The pandemic version. It's purple.
It's a devotional.
It's a devotional. It's a daily devotional for men and women. Helps you to really address yourself, because that's the whole purpose of us getting together and growing.
Absolutely.
And then we have this book. It's called Freedom from Food. Right now we're eating a lot more, so it's going to help us to kind of really address why we overeat. And so we have this book. We're going to be giving that book away too. So those are the gifts we're going to be giving away during this time. If you guys won a gift last week, we have to make sure we say this.
You can't win twice.
You can't win again.
We're kind of on the fence on that, because
we want to make sure.
The faithful followers, if you come on and you jump in, we appreciate you so much.
Yes.
So we can't say you are limited. But after a while, you're probably going to have everything that we probably offer. So you may want to think about if you want to jump in. And that is done by, we'll ask you a few questions based on some of the things we're going to talk about tonight about Lie to Me from the episode.
Yeah. And
we're going to do like the abbreviated version. So we're going to give you the cliff notes here. And if you really want to hear the whole episode, just go to your favorite streaming platform. Or to our website.
Yes.
For the Rich Relationship Podcast with Gil&Renèe. And we'll tell you all about Lie to Me more.
Yes. And if you won a gift last week, I want everybody who's on the feed, please share the feed, share this link with everyone. But if you tell us where you're from, tell us where you're watching from, what city you're from. Please share that in the feed. And then also, we asked last week, how long have you been in a relationship? Let us know if you're dating, you're married, you're engaged, you think you want to get married. We want those people to be on here too. Even people who are just single and who are satisfied with being single. We still need to work on our relationship. So please put that in the thread as well. And we just want to just make sure that we're connecting. It's important that we are intentional about connecting and spending time together. So
and we're gonna talk about the very first topic from the Lie to Me episode. Basically, this is an acronym that we came up with, and we did an episode on it. Lie to Me More is something, and it's on the shirts. We should be doing more. And it stands for love unconditionally, inspiring others, and encouraging. So that's something that we should be doing to each other, especially our spouses and our significant others, the people in our lives that we are in a relationship with. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So we're going to start with the first one, which is love unconditionally.
Yeah. And why don't we tell them how we did this? How did we come up with this? I think it's important that sometimes we tell people what, but we don't tell them why. The reason why we came up with this was because we realized that it's human nature to be very much aware of what other people need to do different. And I think that we can all kind of say, hey, I know everyone else's flaws, but unfortunately we don't do the same thing to ourselves. So I feel like we give ourselves the truth, which we give ourselves love and encouragement and inspiration. But we need to, and we tell everyone else the truth, but we need to be making sure that we're loving and inspiring and encouraging others. And so this came from us just really trying to navigate how do you get better in relationships with other people. And so people are willingly accepting of love, inspiration, encouragement, but giving them correction and direction is something that you have to kind of do that more upon request. And so that's how we kind of came up with this during our time we were walking.
Yeah. So the first one is talking about loving unconditionally. We tend to want to think we are doing it, but it really comes down to accepting people just as they are. Right. You can be in a relationship with someone, and especially someone significant in your life, like your spouse or somebody you're engaged to or somebody you're really in a long-term relationship with, and you want to get better, but sometimes we have difficulty accepting them just as they are.
Let's get an example of what that means.
Okay.
That's, I guess when you think about our personalities, our personalities are very different.
Sure.
it looks like it's frozen. Oh, but it's not. But it's like it's like basically it's realizing that instead of looking at the other person thinking you want to change them, you look at the other person and you are just you accept them. You you just realize that yeah, I think it's frozen.
Nope, it still says we're live.
Okay. Well, I think it's buffering. Not really sure what it's doing. But basically it's just loving someone and accepting them just the way that they are. Not trying to change them, not trying to get them to do anything different, but you doing something different.
Yep. So we're going to keep talking about it, and we'll see if this up. If not, we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
So we can say it can be difficult when we are trying to love someone unconditionally because we tend to want to protect ourselves. And when we do that, that's basically putting ourselves in a position where we don't want to risk that rejection. That can be hard. Nobody wants to experience it, but sometimes you got to put yourself out there in order for you to get back something in return. I think we may be frozen, but we're going to check out some of these other things just to make sure. I think we are.
Let's see what the dealio is. Let's see.